Hi, it's Christy. It is Friday afternoon. I am off work. I think I talked about it before, but I took all Fridays off for the rest of the year. So I'm just relaxing. I just finished lunch. It was delicious. I had turkey ramen with Brussels sprouts. It's good. I just ate the last of it today, so I'll have to make another batch of that sometime soon. But it was yummy, and I've been out grocery shopping, which went really well. I actually have a story to tell you from when I was out grocery shopping. So I was online, and I was next in line. There was only one cashier who was working, an older lady. Like she looked like one of those people who like retire and then get a part-time job. You know, she was old. And she was moving fairly slowly. And the customer in front of me was, I would say, a senior citizen too, but not like as old as the cashier. She didn't look as old as the cashier. But at any rate, so there was a bagger at first bagging all the stuff because she had a pretty large order. Then the bagger walked off. At first, I didn't know why she'd walked off, but then later I looked over and she had actually opened another line. So anyway, so they're slowly getting through all this lady's stuff. She finishes ringing everything up, and then now they're in the process. She's in the process of bagging it. The lady's putting her stuff in the cart. They're both taking absolutely forever, and I'm standing there watching this, and I'm like, "Why? Why are you just standing here watching? Just go help." So I put my bag down, and I just started walking over, and I was like, "I'll help," and I just started putting groceries in the bagged groceries in her cart for her. The first funny thing that happened was that the customer, when she saw me doing this, rather than both of us now loading her cart, she stepped back and started just watching me fill her cart. I was like, all right. So now I'm just, taking the bags that the lady is doing, the cashier is doing, and putting them in the cart. Then I run out of bags. So I start also bagging things because, as I mentioned, cashier is really slow. So I'm also bagging things, putting those bags in the cart. So then I kind of finish up. The only things left, the cashier is bagging. So I'm like, okay, you're all set. And I start to walk away. As I'm heading back to my cart, the cashier puts down the bag that she has just finished packing, looks at me, and gestures at the lady's cart, like, just go put that in there. And I was like, all right. So I pick up that bag and I put it in the lady's cart. I don't mind doing it. I just thought it was kind of hilarious that the cashier was like, obviously this is your job now, so just go do that. So, all right. Anyway, so the lady is fully packed, and she goes. And then so I come back and start getting my stuff rung up. Now, meanwhile, there's a guy in line behind me who's been watching this whole thing, an older guy. And when it was all done with, he looks at me and he goes, "You are such a good person." And I was like, "Oh, no, thank you." And you were raised right. "Oh, thank you, sir." Really, I didn't say this, but I totally did it because I could not stand watching these two slow people. Anyway, so and then the lady tells me my total, and the guy steps up and he says, "I'm going to pay for that." I was like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah, I've got it." So he paid for my groceries. Could you believe that? I was like, oh my gosh, that was anywhere in my mind. But yeah, I got my groceries paid for today. So it was pretty awesome. So I thanked him, profusely, and went out to my car. After I finished, I was loading my car and I saw him come out. I guess he hadn't actually bought a lot. He actually he was parked fairly close to where I was parked. So after I put my cart away, I walked over and I thanked him again, and I asked him, because I was sitting, what happened was I actually sat in my car for a second, and I'm looking at him. He's about to put his cart away too. And I was like, I just feel like I want to do something for him also. Like, that was just so nice of him to do, but I was like, I don't have anything to give him. Like, I'm looking around. And then I was like, you know what, just pray for him. So I got out of the car and I walked up, thanked him again, and then I asked, is there anything that I can pray for or with you about? And he said, yes, there is. He said, when I get to the pearly gates, will you pray that they will please let my wife out to play with me? Because I don't think I'm getting in there. How sad is that? So, and he was laughing as he said it. He's kind of joking about it. But I don't know, right? That kind of made me feel sad, But I was like, I just told him, well, I'll pray for you, And, so when I went back to my car, what I prayed, I said, I prayed comfort for the loss of his wife. I don't know when that happened, but I'm guessing it sounded like she was already in heaven. But so I prayed for comfort for the loss of his wife. And then I said, God knows our prayer requests even when we don't say them. So even though he kind of made a joke at it when I asked him that question, God knows what he would want to be prayed for, like for real. So yeah, so I just said, God, you know what's going on in his life. You know exactly what he needs. So I just pray, that you help him. I pray that he's right with you and that he will go to heaven and get to be with his wife and all that. But the whole thing was just such a it was really amazing. I mean, especially because I didn't. I mean, yes, I helped to help, but I also kind of helped because they were slow. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't fully a selfless thing that I did. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just standing there, like, why am I just standing here when I could be helping? I don't. Anyway, so that happened. It was very cool actually, and I got my groceries paid for, which was very nice and very unexpected. So that's my story. Yeah, good deeds always pay off. They don't always pay off immediately like that, like it did today, but good deeds do pay off. They absolutely do. Even if it's just somebody seeing you do something good, and then oh, like you never know, right? What somebody's going through, like who knows? Like the lady who I helped, the cashier, I don't know what's going on in their lives. Maybe, hopefully, my helping, spark something in them. I know the guy was affected. I mean, he paid for my groceries, so he was obviously very affected by what I did. Um, so anyway, it's just something to think about. There are little things that you can do for people sometimes that you don't even put yourself out to do them, but it can mean a lot to another person. So thought of the day, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to continue relaxing for a bit. I'm going over to Mom's later to hang out with her for a little bit and help her with some stuff in her apartment. But I don't. Oh well, I will be cooking later. But aside from that, that's the only plan. It's the only plans I really have is like cooking and like helping Mom out, and otherwise I can just relax for the day, which I love doing. So I'll think I'm gonna go. Just so you know, also, I'll probably film more like for the vlog later. So I doubt this is the only thing that'll be in there. I am filming more videos. I have started filming a series of Sims building in The Sims. So I've done one is posted as I record this. I recorded one last night, but I haven't edited and posted yet. So there will be two soon. So you can watch for that if you are at all interested in seeing me building in The Sims. You can check that out. And I'm still working on trying to do more shorts, and I have some ideas for next year of more content that I'm going to create. So that's exciting. Ooh, and other news, I subscribed to Adobe Creative Cloud because, well, I needed to. I mean, I use iMovie generally to edit my videos, and it works fine for these, like for we'll call it long format videos. It works great. But when I'm trying to make my videos, my shorts that have to be like portrait, iMovie doesn't do it. I'm like, catch up, Apple. Like, what are you doing? But anyway, it doesn't. So I had to do it in iMovie and then like put it in Keynote. It was annoying. So the shorts that I've created so far, like it was a whole thing that I had to do. So I was like, well, I should look into other things. Also, I have been using Photoshop on my work computer to make my thumbnails for YouTube, and something told me you probably shouldn't be doing this. So I actually asked IT, and sure enough, they were like, yeah, I wouldn't. So I have to stop. So I stopped as soon as I haven't done one since they told me to stop. So we're good. Don't worry. But yeah, I can't do that anymore. And I was like, okay, I need to just get Adobe because I need Photoshop. And I was like, I can use Premiere to do my shorts. There's also one I think called Premiere Rush that I believe is for like online shorts. I haven't tried it yet, but apparently it's for that. So I mean, I'm going to experiment. And last night I did a pencil drawing of myself in Illustrator that I'm actually super proud of. That I'm going to try to make a logo from or like something for my channel. Yeah, so I don't know. It's been fun. Like I've already used my new Creative Cloud, even though I just bought it yesterday. So that's exciting. Anyway, I know I said I was done. Am I done for real? Do I have anything else to say? I think I'm done for real. I don't know if I'll film anything else this weekend. I probably will because it's only Friday. So we'll see. I don't know what's happening next. You'll find out with me, I suppose. Hi, it is time for me to cook for the week. I'm about to, well, first of all, if you hear noise in the background, it is because I have chicken wings in the air fryer, and the air fryer is literally right behind the phone. But I don't have an awesome kitchen setup for filming, so sorry. So there's chicken wings in the air fryer. I actually have green beans in the oven. And now I'm about to start a one-pot chicken and rice that you actually eat with pickled onions. So I'm about to chop an onion to make the pickled onions, and then I'm going to get started prepping what I need for the chicken dish. So you're welcome to watch me work. That's the pickled onion done. Shake it up nicely, mix all that vinegar and just a pinch of salt up in there. I'm just going to put that in the fridge, and then when I'm ready to eat my one-pot chicken and rice, which I'm about to cook, just put a little bit of pickled onion on the top. It's really delicious. All right, so for the chicken and rice, I first need to chop up some chicken thighs in kind of little inch pieces, and then I'm going to chop, while the chicken is browning, I'm going to chop another onion because that's going to go in, and there's roasted red peppers that go in there. So, yeah, just watch. I'm just going to get to cooking. Okay, the chicken is all done, so now I need to heat some oil in the Dutch oven here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat on here. I use avocado oil because avocado oil can handle high heats. So, yeah, just eyeball that. I don't really measure when I do the oil. So I'm going to let the oil heat. And I'm going to wash my second onion, the onion that's actually going to go in there, while after I put the chicken in, then I'll put I have two different cutting boards for meat and for veggies, which is cool. So once the oil is heated, then I'll dump the chicken in, and then I'll start chopping my onion. Right now, I'm just going to wash it. Onions heated, time to put the chicken in. Just going to dump that. That would be the chicken wings in the air fryer. Okay, then I'm going to use a grinder for the pepper. Put the spoon over here. Let that cook. Let's have a look at these chicken wings. Ooh, they're looking good. Sorry. Look at that. Yum yum, chicken wings. I'm gonna toss those in barbecue sauce later, but for now I'm gonna let them cool. Start chopping that up for our next step. So that's what will be going in the pot. Okay, the chicken is browned. I have moved it to a plate, so now I can dump in my onions. Let those cook up. All right, so the onions are looking pretty good. So now it's time to add our red roasted peppers and our chorizo chili spice mix. Stir that up a bit. All right, looking good. Now for our chorizo mix. So 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. Cook until fragrant, about 30 seconds. No problem, but it's quite fragrant. Return the chicken and any resting juices to the pot. Check. There we go. Stir that up. I'll move you up a bit closer here. How about that? Okay. All right. Then I need my rice. Oop, I just spilled a bunch of rice on my kitchen floor. That's going to be annoying to clean up later. Okay. All right, there. You like my little cat that I closed that with? How cute is that? All right. Stir up that rice in there. Okay. All right, so the original recipe, 1.5 cups of water, so I need 3 cups of water since I doubled it. A 3. And just to make certain that the rice cooks all the way, I actually like to add a little bit of extra liquid. That's just me. Especially since I said I think I have 10 to 11 ounces of rice, so we'll just do that. And then I actually need some broth concentrate. I use this stuff. It's called Better Than Bouillon. I really like it because it keeps for a minute, you know. It smells good. So I'm just going to use about a teaspoon of it. Just kind of stir it in there. Then stir. Kind of get everything mixed up well in there. Now I'm going to bring it to a boil, which it's almost there already. And then once it's boiling, I'm going to cover it and turn the heat down a little bit. And then cook it until it's, you know, soaked up all the liquid. So that's that. I'll show you when it's done. It's time to plate up my dinners for the week. The one pot chicken and rice is lunches. This is dinners. Roasted green beans, like I said, I had in the oven. And then my barbecue chicken wings. So these are the wings now with the barbecue sauce on them. And each container just gets the little, whatever that's called, the drumette that has the 2 bones and then the little mini, I don't know what these are called, but you know how the wings have one with 1 bone and one with 2? Yeah, anyway. Each serving gets 1 of each. And that will be 6 dinners. Yes, these are small, I know. I have my biggest meal at lunch, and then my dinner is smaller. So, ta-da! The chicken and rice is cooled enough to dish into individual containers for meals. So that's what I'm doing now. As you can see, it is a bit, I did put, you know, remember I put a little extra water in there because I do like my rice extra soft. So I'm aware that it's a little bit wet. But it's okay. It'll be delicious. It'll still be good. I would actually rather have it a little bit wet like this than to have it, oops, I just dropped some. Than for it to be, have like hard rice in there, which I have actually done before by accident. I'm gonna eat a piece because it's, yum, yum, yum. And once I finish dishing this, I will be done with work for the day. All of my cooking is done and everything, and so I'll just relax, probably play some Sims or something. So I'm gonna leave this video here. I hope that you have enjoyed this little glimpse into just kind of, you know, my cooking, what I do every week to get my cooking and stuff done. And yep, I will see you in the next one. Bye.